Happy holidays from the Westerville Division of Fire. I'm Chief Miller, and while this is a joyous time of year, I'd also like to give you some tips on how you can be cautious during this holiday season. So over the holidays, you'll probably be spending a lot of time cooking for your family and friends. So let's talk about some kitchen safety. When using your stove, make sure that it's clean and that there's no grease in the bottom of it that could start a fire. If you have a self-cleaning oven, many times we get called out because people don't understand how they work. When you use your self-cleaning oven, it is going to heat up and you may actually see some flame in it. That doesn't necessarily mean that your oven's on fire. So we strongly encourage you to read the instructions for your oven and make sure you understand how it works, and avoid making that call to 911 if it's really not an emergency. If you're going to fry a turkey, make sure that the turkey is completely thawed and is not frozen when you put it into the grease. When you do that, it could cause an explosion. Unfortunately, there's a lot of houses that are lost because people have tried to cook these turkeys in a house or in a garage, and if you don't use a thawed turkey, it'll overboil and actually cause the structure to catch on fire. If you have young children in the house, make sure that the pan handles are turned towards the stove and aren't overhanging where a child could grab them and spill something hot on them. And make sure you have a fire extinguisher that is close and handy, or have the lid that's very close to you so you can slowly place it over the pan if it were to catch on fire. Always make sure you use the timer when you're cooking cookies or things like that, and never leave the kitchen while you have food on the stove. Many fires in our community are started by unattended cooking. If you decide to decorate a tree for the holidays, make sure that it's kept watered and it doesn't dry out. Some of the worst fires we've responded to have been a result of Christmas trees that have caught on fire in the home. They ignite very rapidly and they spread very fast. If you do have electrical lighting or Christmas lights or any kind of holiday lighting, make sure they have a UL sticker on them to show that they're proved and tested. If those lights are old or if they've suffered any kind of damage, it's probably time for them to be replaced. We all know what a Westerville winter feels like, and it can get pretty cold outside, but here's some tips on keeping you and your family warm during these winter months. If you're using a space heater, make sure that you maintain 3 feet clearance around it, and again, don't leave it unattended. A lot of homes in Westerville have fireplaces. If you choose to use your fireplace over the holidays, make sure that you have a few things in place first. The first thing would be a screen in front of the fireplace or glass doors. That protects any sparks from coming out of the fireplace and potentially catching things on fire. If you have ashes, make sure that you put them in a metal can. One of the first fires I responded to as a new firefighter was between Thanksgiving and Christmas, where a family had put ashes in a plastic trash can and put it on the back deck. And it was pretty memorable for me because they had actually lost their pretty much their entire house as a result of that fire. Make sure all of your family members have working smoke detectors in their homes, and also carbon monoxide detectors. And then the last thing, if you really want to get them that great gift from a firefighter, get them a fire extinguisher. From cooking, decorating, or heating your home this holiday season, we hope you find these tips will help keep you and your family safe. If you have any other questions about the Westerville Division of Fire or any other fire prevention questions, feel free to call us at our non-emergency number at 901-6600, or visit us on the web at www.westerville.org and click on Fire. From our family to yours, the Westerville Division of Fire would like to wish you and your family a happy holiday.